Well, all right. Hey everybody, it's been a little while since I've done one of these webcam review videos, and I actually have 2 or 3 really unique webcams that I'm going to be reviewing coming up here soon. But today we are checking out the Angetube 4K conference webcam. So it shoots in 4K up to 30 frames per second. Now this one can be zoomed up to 5 times, but only at the lower resolutions. So it shoots in 4K 30, 1080p and down, and you can only zoom in the lower resolutions. Kind of a bummer because I'm shooting in 4K right now just to show you the highest resolution that this webcam can produce, and it actually does look like 4K, maybe a little bit soft from what I saw before, but I feel like it actually is 4K. And don't mind me, I actually have the feed from OBS over here on my second monitor. So if you see me glancing over here from time to time, that's why, just to make sure my framing is still okay and nothing weird's happening with the picture. So once again, no zooming in 4K. And right now, I feel like the shot is just way too wide for this application. Again, this is a conference webcam, so it's meant to be used in a conference room or when you have multiple people, you know, that you need to include in the frame that are participating in the video or whatever you're doing. That's really where this shines. But that zoom comes into play when you want to tighten the shot in on one single subject. I'll go ahead and show you the zoom capabilities when I switch over to 1080p later in the video. Now the webcam does come with a remote control, and you can use this to zoom in and out. It also has a 1/4-20 thread on the bottom of the webcam, so you can mount it to a tripod, and you can also use the mic to adjust the brightness and mute the native mics. And speaking of mics, right now you are hearing audio from a companion desktop microphone by Angetube, and I think it sounds pretty good. And in my opinion, this is the way to go when you're using webcams, right? I have yet to come across a webcam that captures audio good enough, you know, for me to use in this kind of format, in a YouTube video or streaming. Stuff like that. So I always recommend getting a good budget microphone. There's some really good ones out there. This one is going for $34.99 out there in the Amazon. And I'll let you hear how the native mics sound here in a second, but let me tell you a little bit more about this one. Okay, so the mic has gain control, so that allows you to really sort of fine tune how much sound the mic is picking up. And it does have 4 audio pickup patterns you can choose from. I think this is the dial right here on the back. No, I think it's that one. All right, now I actually like recording using the cardioid pattern, which is going to direct pickup of sound from the front of the mic as opposed to something like omnidirectional, which picks up sound in all directions. Think 360 degrees. Similar to lav microphone. It also records in stereo or bi-directional, and that's useful if you're doing an interview or a podcast and you have someone else sitting on the other side of you, because the mic is going to pick up sound from the front and from the back. Now I always use a boom arm with my mics because I can easily adjust the distance and the height of the mic to make sure it's close enough to my mouth, at least within 6 inches, and that's just to cut down on any reverb and echo. And where I'm sitting right now, there's no wall treatment. It's kind of an open space over here. The closer that I am to the mic, the better, right? It just cuts down on, you know, the sound bouncing off all of the walls and so forth. Now with desktop mics like this one, I can never get them close enough to my mouth. So that's been my experience with desktop mics. So I picked up this adjustable mic stand, and this allows me to stand the mic up taller and therefore get it closer to my mouth. And I'm going to leave a link down in the description box where you can find this, as well as a link to the mic and the webcam. You can also just mount it to a boom arm if you have one as well. That's a good option. And the webcam is going for 75 bucks out in the Amazon. But they often will put a promotion or a coupon out there that will drop the price down even more. All right, let me let you hear the difference when using the native mics. Okay, now you're hearing audio from the native mics in the Angetube webcam. The webcam is about, I'll call it 2 feet, about 2 feet or so away from me. It does have dual microphones. They're supposed to be noise canceling. But again, I haven't listened back to this yet, but I can only imagine the degradation in the sound quality. Now, a lot of times these webcam mics, the higher end ones, will have pretty decent mics, but they just can't compare to using a dedicated microphone that you can get closer to your mouth. So once again, that's my recommendation. Okay, you guys, I actually just listened back to the audio from the native mics and the webcam, and it's not bad. It's not terrible. I was really surprised by that. It did seem like it cut out there a couple of times. I don't know if you noticed that or if it was just me, but the audio is usable. I mean, I'd definitely be okay with using it on like, Skype call or Zoom or something like that. And in a pinch, maybe for a video, because it wasn't terrible. Now, I am running the AC. So it was picking up some of the noise from the AC. I imagine if I turn that AC off, it might be even better. So it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. But again, there's a big difference, right, from what you're hearing now and what you heard before. Now, there's also an application you can download that gives you the ability to adjust a bunch of stuff from white balance to saturation, brightness, and you can zoom in from the application as well. And the interface is a lot like OBS. Now try using the app to record video. It does have the ability to record right from the app, but the video seemed to lag really bad. Not sure why. I am using a Mac, not sure if that has anything to do with it, but it's just an observation. All right, let's go ahead and check out how well the webcam focuses. So this is just the quick reference guide here, and I'm just going to move it in and out. That's pretty good. Let's see how close we can get it. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay, impressive. Impressive. Okay, we are in 1080p 30 frames per second now, and we can now check out the zoom capabilities. So we're going to press the button once and we zoomed in. That's twice. That's 3 times. That's 4. And check out the framing. This is more like what you see with most webcams in terms of field of view. And the 5th time, whoop, actually that was 5. So let's go once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 1. I'll get it eventually, you guys. So this is 1. This is 2. So this is 3 times. This is 4 times. And this is 5 times. So this is more typical. I'd say this is around 90 degree. No, it's probably less than that. I don't want to guess, but if I had to guess, I'd say between 75 and 90 degrees in terms of the field of view is what we're seeing now. And then we're going to bounce back out to 120. It's just like, whoa, it's just getting everything. Now, the one thing to focus on is whether this is lossless zoom. So are we losing any quality, resolution quality? Let's try it again and see. That's 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. It does look a little softer, doesn't it? But not bad. I mean, I'd still use this. The colors look good. The white balance is right. Everything looks good. I don't see any weird like tint in the video. You know what I mean? It looks solid. Let's zoom back out. And I guess if I had to use it, maybe I come into right about there. All right, but then I'd have to point the webcam down because look at all that head space. So just things to consider. Once again, this is mainly for use in conference rooms, larger rooms where you have multiple participants. So that's the application where this webcam shines. Okay guys, I have tons of webcam and budget microphone videos here on the channel. So if you're looking for a good webcam or good budget mic, I should have you covered. All right, so check that out. I will leave links in the description box and you might see something pop up over in that corner as well. But thanks for watching this one right here. I appreciate it. Now let me leave you with this. Be good to somebody, be good to yourself, and I will see you next time. Later, y'all.